Hey folks, today's a good day. It's a good day for another Throw It On Thursday, and it's a good day to throw a pork butt on. Pork butt, or pork shoulder, is an ingredient I seem to be using quite a bit lately. Number one, I'm using it in sausage quite a bit, and two, pulled pork. Just so happens I am out of pulled pork, so I'm going to be making some pulled pork on this Throw It On Thursday. My preferred method of making pulled pork is, of course, on the smoker. It always turns out delicious, smoky, and so tender. But recently, I found out I can roast a pork butt in the oven and also make some pretty outstanding pulled pork. So that's what we're going to be doing today, roasting a pork butt in the oven. We are going to be cooking it low and slow over a long period of time. I'm going to have the oven set to 250 to 275. And we are just going to let that pork butt cook until it's done. This is a real easy method of making pulled pork, and Patty says it's one of her favorite ways of having it. So let's make some oven roasted pulled pork. This is the pork butt I picked up from my local grocery store. It is a 9-pound pork butt. It actually has a bone in it, so it's probably a little closer to maybe 8.5 pounds. For this oven roasted pulled pork, we need to have a good rub. You can make up a rub yourself. There's plenty of recipes on the internet, or you could buy one. I found this one, the notorious PIG rub from PS Seasoning, is amazing. Brown sugar, pepper, hickory. The actual complete list of ingredients is a little more extensive. I find that smoke flavor is really the thing that brings this seasoning to a different level and makes it almost seem like this was actually done on a smoker. Now it's time to put some rub on this pork butt. This looks like a really nice pork butt. Not a lot of things I need to trim off. The fat cap isn't too big. I think it's just about right for what we need. So, time to put our rub on. I'm going to use a little yellow mustard as a binder. Sometimes I use binder, sometimes I don't. I think today's a good day to use a binder. Get a nice coating of that mustard everywhere. Time to start coating. For this, because we're not going to be doing this on the smoker, I'm going to put actually kind of a generous portion of this rub on this pork butt. Now the other side. I'm actually going to be cooking this fat side up in the oven. That is looking well coated. Now I'm going to put it in a pan. I'm going to be using a disposable aluminum pan. To keep the pork butt from swimming in the juices, putting a little wire rack on here. As I mentioned, you can use whatever rub you like. I happen to really like this stuff. Okay, this is now going to rest in the refrigerator all night, and tomorrow we are going to roast this in the oven. This has been resting in the refrigerator all night, soaking up all those great flavors. Wow, it smells incredible. I'm putting this in a 250-degree oven, and we are going to let this cook nice and slow. Every once in a while, I'll check in on it and see what the temp is. We're going to wait for this to get up to about 165 before wrapping it. 3 hours in, and we are at 110 degrees. I'm going to add a little water to this pan to give it some more moist heat. And I'm going to turn the temperature of the oven up to 260. We'll let this continue slow roasting and let it get up to 165, and then we will wrap it. 6 hours later, and we are at 170 degrees. time to wrap it. I think I'll use some of this wonderful juice here and moisten the top up a little bit. Boy, does this look good. I think I have it pretty well covered up, wrapped really well. Now I'm going to put it back in the oven at 260 and we'll let it go for a while. Hopefully this will get up to about 203, 205. I'll probe it, make sure it's nice and tender, and then we'll let it rest for a while. Oh, that's probing really nice now. We're up to about 205 degrees. I'm going to baste this a little bit again. I put the aluminum foil back on. Now I'm just going to put a towel over this and let it rest for an hour or so and become nice and tender. Next time you see this, we'll be shredding this into pulled pork. All right, it's about an hour and a half later. Total of 10 hours here. I think we have a winner here. I'm going to use my fat separator to separate the fat from this liquid. Now we'll let this settle for a while. The fat is raising to the top and all the good juices are on the bottom. Now I'm going to add some of this juice back in. I'll squeeze the handle and juice will come out the bottom here because there's a little valve down on the bottom. Hey Patty!
What?
Want to try some pulled pork?
I'd love to.
I made this special for you because I know you like it when I roast it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this turned out as well as the last stuff.
Okay.
Pick whatever you want. All right, let me grab a piece. Cheers.
Cheers. Mm. Not too salty, very tender and juicy.
This is a good way of doing this, especially when the weather's kind of lousy. It's below zero today here in Wisconsin, and I didn't want to turn that smoker on.
And the oven on all day didn't hurt either.
No, kept the house a little bit warmer. Well, thanks a lot for helping me out again.
Anytime.
Well, once again, Throw It On Thursday was a big success. Oven roasted pulled pork. Well, it certainly is an easy way of making pulled pork, but it does take a long time still. I put this on at 8 o'clock this morning and it's now 6:30 in the evening, but it was worth every minute. Well, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video again. Please comment. I love reading your comments and responding. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do it. I don't mind. As usual, I had a really good day. I hope whatever you're doing, you're also having a good day. See you next time.